Hello, welcome to Kingsbury's Court. Today I'm going to go over my how to make my salsa. I've had some people ask me how to make it, so I decided to throw it together. This is one of my hotter salsas that I make. Actually, it's the hottest one I make for myself and our family. We'll go over some of the ingredients first. So I'm going to go over the we have purple onion. I'm going to use it would be about half of this, but since I have some already, I'll probably take a quarter left of what's here. Some regular onion. Of course, can never go wrong. You need cilantro. You need some tomatoes. Now, the part that it's not that you can't go without is you have to have the peppers for your salsa. Otherwise, it's just going to be basically tomato sauce. So I start off, got a handful of serrano peppers. Now I'm going to kind of put this a little bit better for you. We got some habaneros. We got some Carolina Reapers. And then we've got some ghost peppers. Some somewhat spicy, pretty hot peppers, if you don't know anything about peppers. And then I have my special ingredient. It is a spicy vinegar. That basically what I use Thai peppers, habaneros, garlic, and onions to flavor the vinegar sauce. So I'm not using just straight vinegar. I'm using a flavored vinegar. And then just to add a little bit of extra moisture, I add 2 different kinds of cans of diced tomatoes. They're going to get kind of pureed anyway, so it'll kind of work out. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off and I'm going to cut the cilantro first. So cutting cilantro like this is really kind of difficult. So what I like to do is I fold it and I fold it and I got like a little ball that I've kind of folded up. Then just take the knife and just kind of slowly, just really finely cut the cilantro. And be very careful not to cut your own fingers. That's like the biggest worry when you start using a knife. You kind of, not really I'm not a chef, but cooking's kind of just fun to do once in a while. Take this, kind of just dump it in. Now you don't have to cut everything up so fine. I mean, cilantro is going to have to be done a little bit more than the rest because the blender itself is going to do majority of the work. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the onion. So I'm going to first I'm going to cut it lengthwise. And then I'm going to cut it and that should be good enough. We don't need to go fine. It's going to get finely chopped with the same thing. I'm only going to take about a quarter of this since I already have the other onion in there and this onion. Got some My mom's dog actually finds something interesting outside, I guess. So a little bark in the background. Doesn't hurt anybody. Actually, to be honest, I think I have enough onion. I don't need to actually cut that one up a little bit. I can use just the one we had before. So that one for another time. So I'll put this off to the side here. Next is I'm just going to cut this in fourths, the tomato. Get the onions out. Again, they're going to get put in there. Now, I do this pretty simple. Pull off all the... I probably should be using gloves, but last time I made this, I was using gloves. I'll just make sure I wash my hands before I touch my face. It's a hard thing for me to do. If you haven't watched my last video, where I accidentally was doing a challenge and I kept touching my face, and I was like, don't touch my face. So, here we go. Each of these just taking out the tips. And this really doesn't take that long to make. I mean, once you have everything, it's kind of there for you. You don't have to really cut up the peppers initially, but you can. If you're wanting to you want the spice but not as much, you can always take out the centers, but I'm not. I'm just going to put everything in there. So you look gorgeous seeds in there. Kind of show you the middle of these ones too. There's the habaneros, looking pretty yummy. Let's check out the ghost pepper middles. A little bit of extra color because the different. So I like ghost peppers because they look at all the different colors that the ghost peppers come in. Whew, those seeds look deadly. Don't want to miss any of them. Looking good. Just gonna kind of some good times. All right. Gonna kind of push those down a little bit. Put those in the thing. Now I'll be right back in 1 minute. I'm going to finish up with these serranos. Okay, now we're just going to cut up these serranos real quick. Take off just the tips. We don't need these. All right. And then one last thing I'm kind of missing. about a half a cup. See, half cup. Bring out the vinegar. All right. Now it doesn't really matter if you get if you get 1 pepper or 2 in there, it's okay from the spicy stuff. So I'll put like a little bit more in there. This will also help with the cooking or the cutting of it. Yeah, this one's already out, so let me just throw it out there. We can throw it in there. It's not like it's going to make a huge difference. I'll take a spoon and move this up just a little bit so now you can see. It's going to kind of look pretty, doesn't it? That looks like liquid love. So first, we want to use the juice too, because the juice is going to help lubricate the little blades down there. I know you can use a food processor, get pretty much the same thing, but right now this is just using my blender. And then I'll put this one in after I get started on, after some of this gets blended. All right, put the top on. Turn it back on a little bit. And I'm going to just we'll start off with high, and just pulse it. Let it settle for a second, shake it. And let me open this last one up. Let's put this last can in. And that will down pulse. Mixed up good. Let's see. That looks wonderful. And then the last little thing to add, I'm going to turn this over, is just a little bit of canning salt. kind of sprinkle on the top. Not too much because you don't want it too salty, but you don't want it not salty at all. And then just let the vinegar and the salt, then it lasts a little longer than it would without it. The vinegar and the salt will make it so it lasts longer without it, and since I'm making a lot, I kind of need to do that. And there we go. Now, be back in like 2 seconds. We're going to try this salsa out some. Here's the moment of truth. That's my mom's dog in the back and my dog next to her. So, but they're not going to try this. All right, from Kingsbury's quart. Stir this up a little bit. Now, bottoms up. Oh yeah. That's got some bite. And it tastes good. So I'm going to put this in. So for tonight, this will be our salsa. I'll basically cover it up, put it in the fridge, freeze it up a little bit. And oh my goodness, it is going to be a good night. I have another one for the whew. I like that. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And maybe you learned something. Try the recipe. You'll like it. Oh, I always forget. Like and subscribe. Hit the little button on the bottom, the little bell thingy. I always never do that, but try to remember to do that this time. All right. Have a great day. And one more chip for the road.